So another thing I'm going to do with the boat is right here. I stapled a piece of plywood inside of this mount where I made this little steering box. And the other day I was out on the water and this side came loose. Now the one on the other side is the original piece of mahogany that came in the boat. And I didn't change it, I just put a screw into it. But this one was loose, so I got some of this stuff, and I showed it to you before. It's kind of like a fiberglass. I don't know if that's proper, right? It's like an epoxy, but you don't have to mix it, and it's in a tube, and it hardens up. It's supposedly as hard as fiberglass, and it's kind of a glue. It's called a sealant adhesive, fast curing 4200 FC from 3M. This has been working good, and it's not cheap. This might have been, I don't know, might have been about $49 or so for a tube of that, or might have been 2 tubes for that. But boy, it's really good for places where you mess something up and you need to patch it, like right up in here. I had a place that needed some more filler in there that was good and hard, and I put some up in there and it worked good. Well, while I've got this open, not only might I kind of fill the spot down in here that's in front of the fire extinguisher. You can see on the back it looks smooth, and on the front it doesn't. Well, I'd like to get me a little spreader and spread that all the way around the base of that and let it harden up and then paint over that. But I can also get up under the hull where I was just showing you where that rough spot is, and get a spatula and spread a little bit of this stuff on the rough spots under there. That wouldn't be a bad idea. So I'm going to wash my hands and stuff, and put the tools I got out away, and then come back and we're going to look at doing some of that. Okay then, so I was curious about whether or not I could paint these exercise mats. I had them in green and yellow and red and all kinds of colors, and I really wanted blue, so I pulled them all out, painted them with the same paint I put on the trailer. So far they look pretty good. We'll see how they look as they dry and as they weather. And I also patched this place up underneath my little control box. I built this control box, attached it down there to the floor, but that piece of plywood on the far side there was coming loose. So what I did was I put that putty, fiberglass putty stuff on it, and it hardens good and hard. And I'm gonna give that about an hour to harden up. It really hardens up in about 24 hours, but I might be able to splash a little paint on there after it sits out here in the sun for about an hour. And then I'm going to paint it. I've still got a little bit of this Boston Whaler blue, and I'll paint it around the bottom there so that all matches, with the hope that that'll look like it kind of blends in with the boat. The other side over there is attached to a piece of mahogany that's been on there since the boat was made. So I didn't want to change it, but it's a good solid mount, and I got two good screws in that, so that's good to go. After everything dries, I'll probably wash the boat out, although it's a little futile to wash the boat because I'm going to be using this boat. I'm going to be getting it dirty, and I'm going to be flushing it out with lake water and all of that. So it's not something that I'm not trying to keep it pristine. I didn't build it for a showboat. I built it for something to enjoy and work with. So it's going to get dirty, but it's still going to be a good boat. So that's that. Now it might be time to go finish off my second cup of coffee and get some breakfast. And I'll come back and we'll see where we're at.